Grateful Heart by Stephanie Powell. Throughout most of my life, I've reflected on the concept of gratitude to deepen my understanding of and improve my approach to it. And during my exploration, I've asked myself many questions such as, when have I been most grateful? How often do I feel gratitude? Why did I feel grateful in those moments? Have I ever disliked something for which I later felt grateful? If yes, why? What led me to a place of gratitude? How does gratitude affect my overall mood and outlook on life? How often do I express gratitude? My mind scanned through a lifetime of memories when conducting my most recent gratitude pulse check to get a sense of how I'd register on a gratitude scale. Am I highly grateful, moderately grateful, or barely grateful? And regardless of where I land, what can I do to feel and express more gratitude? By the way, I scored as highly grateful on my gratitude self-assessment. Like a Google search, my mind pulled up a ton of results, far too many to name, yet a short but fairly representative list included my being grateful for, receiving a seemingly random call from a friend who typically wrote and sent me long letters but rarely called me, right at the moment I needed to talk to someone with his perspective on what I was going through, receiving a smile or a kind word from a stranger, and smiling at others, ordering an expensive meal at one of my favorite restaurants and having the general manager say, "Your meal is on us, the restaurant?" Saving and listening occasionally to a voicemail message from my mom who said to me, "I'm just calling to say I love you." Bringing cheer to or helping others, healing very quickly from a cold, getting needed rest in the process, and having my husband surprise me on any given day with things like tickets to a concert to see one of my favorite artists perform live, or his seeming to read my mind by reaching out and scratching my back at the exact spot where I itched. My mind then traveled to my recollection of observations of how others approach gratitude. What stood out to me were times someone shared with me experiences he or she viewed as negative, and I either saw them as positive or I saw the bright side of those situations. Now, I understand that often people want to be heard, particularly when blowing off steam, but at times I elected to offer a different, more positive perspective on those situations. Some accepted the offering with gratitude, while others stood firmly in their dismay, despite being presented with numerous reasons for a brighter perspective. After countless moments of contemplating gratitude, I reached many conclusions. The one key takeaway I'll leave with you is that gratitude does not happen automatically. We choose to be grateful. That was a powerful revelation for me, as I know that I can choose gratitude at any time, as often as I'd like. So I choose to not only begin and end my days with thoughts of gratitude, I think about and express gratitude throughout each day as often as possible. I've found this practice gives me peace, joy, and much more to appreciate in life. I'll close here with two quotes from Buddhist monk and Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, but not before telling you that I'm grateful for the time you spent reading and or listening to my views on gratitude. Quote, "Don't think that happiness will be possible only when conditions around you become perfect. Happiness lies in your own heart." End quote. Quote, "The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it." End quote.